Here's a $140,000 property that you could pick up for as little as $9,000 through the power of over-the-counter tax liens. In this video, we're gonna look at a property that's available now that you could have a shot at getting. We're also gonna look at some of the dangers of tax lien investing and things that you should avoid on your journey when you're getting into this business. So this is a very important video. We're gonna go step by step. We're gonna walk you through this stuff hands-on so that you can follow along at home and find some of these amazing properties for yourself. So this channel is dedicated to showing you alternative ways of real estate investing. If you're frustrated with seeing prices go up, your cash is turning into trash with inflation, and you know they're not making any more real estate. You know, BlackRock, all the billionaires are buying up the real estate, making it harder for the average man or woman to buy these properties. Now it's your turn. We're going to use the power of tax liens, tax deeds to scoop up these dirt cheap properties up to 95% below market value, and I'm going to be here to walk you through it every single step of the way. So before we continue, I'm Dustin Hahn. This channel is dedicated to helping you get started in real estate. So if unconventional real estate is something you're interested in doing to maybe escape the 9 to 5, hit thumbs up on this video, go ahead, subscribe, ask me a question in the comments. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right to it here with my business partner, Corey. We're going to show you some of these properties that you can follow along. This is a hands-on tutorial. It's not glamorous. It is just a day in the life of researching these properties, and this is what you'd be doing at home. You can do this stuff virtually in your underwear if you like. So let's do it. Follow along, take a look, buy some of these for yourself, and make some money. All right, bringing to you live the best dressed man in the tax lien game, Mr. Corey Chason. Welcome to the party. Everybody's been requesting him since our last video that's got hundreds of thousands of views.
Billions.
We're bringing them back. We're bringing them back. So Corey's going to walk us through some tax lien specific examples of like tax liens you should avoid. Maybe they seem a bit appealing, but on the channel, we've been taking the direction of showing you guys actual properties. So let's show you some property and things that you should be avoiding. Corey's going to walk us through this. You guys can follow along and just take the notes for when you're looking for your tax liens to be able to go out and buy. Corey, take it away.
Nice. Sweet. So I want to show you just the big thing is vacant land. There's also some properties, like there's vacant land in the middle of nowhere, and then there's vacant land in cities that you just want to be aware of. So vacant land in the middle of nowhere. We're here in Pima County, Arizona. Their sale has been over for a bit, so we had to register, and we got in here. But you can just see there's all these liens. And, you know, you can sort these liens by the amount, but I'm not going to do that yet. But, you know, there's liens ranging here from like $750,000 all the way down to $20. So let's start here in the middle of the road at this one's worth $9,115. So what's cool about real auction like this is you can click this map button just get a really quick view of what's going on. And then if you hover over here and click this layers button, it'll actually show you. Now, this being said, oh, just picked a random one. This one isn't as bad as some of the other ones. This one we can see there's actually houses around. So this is one I might actually do a bit of research on Zillow. We can pull the cross streets on Zillow. We could even like right click and hit get directions to here, and that'll give us the address. It actually gives us the address for both of them, but we could take this address right here and we could even just drop this in Google and get a Zillow here and just kind of see what we're dealing with. So 364,000. Now we don't really know if that's what stuff is selling for in the area, but that's what they valued it at. That's actually a pretty funny thing because we were just looking at a bunch of them and they were on like literally the middle of nowhere. This one's actually could be worth something. So that's something to consider is if you had any interest in moving here, or like you were looking for a small place in a small town, a very small town in Pima County on the side of a mountain. This is kind of like that could be worth it. Now, you know, I've seen a lot of horror movies and I don't want to judge people in this town, but seems like this might be a place where horror movies are filmed.
This thing, the tax lien amount is 13,000, is it?
9,000.
So yeah, the tax lien amount on this thing is $9,000. We can see that the neighbor, the property there, or what's the county have it assessed out there?
So it's assessed at around 146,000.
Wow. So yeah, that could high. Yeah, that's pretty good. This is actually, so we're going to look at a bad one, but this is a pretty good one in the sense of the opening bid's 9,000. The county has it assessed at, what do we call it? 140. So remember, and this one is going to sale when?
This is just an over the counter.
So this is an over counter sitting there
yeah,
right
I can
now.
literally just click this buy now button right here.
Yeah, and what
Selected
year's
items.
taxes is this for?
This is for all of them. So they in Arizona they group them. So you can see here, it's the group of basically all the way back from 2008. You buy them all at once. So
Gotcha. So something like this, you could go buy it and literally start foreclosing on something like this because it's an over-the-counter tax lien, which is super cool. And remember, these over-the-counter ones have a higher chance of redeeming, or sorry, these over-the-counter ones have a higher chance of not redeeming.
Yeah.
So 1 in 20 tax liens, you're going to end up with it anyway. But when it's an over-the-counter, it's even higher. So when you buy this thing, it's immediately at the full interest rate of 16%. And if you end up with that property, the county has it assessed as $140,000, which is awesome. Like you could build a house on that thing for, you know, who knows, what would it cost to build a house there? Depending on the house, maybe $200,000.
Yeah.
You could build a nice house. And if you got that property for, you know, $9,000, pay out the other year's taxes, you could easily be into $150,000 worth of property. Or you could flip that property quite quickly for, you know, double, triple the price, depending on what someone wants to pay for it. Obviously, is what the market demands. So that's actually a pretty good example of a decent one.
Yeah,
you might want to buy.
Yeah.
So from here, let's look at a tax lien that could be a danger.
Yeah. So I just kind of sorted it down to like the $18 ones. And so if we click this map button here, this actually pulls us. This is funny. This is the opposite of what we were seeing. This one's in town, but it's like, let's see if we can pull up the GIS on this one. GIS map. And so this is kind of the Pima County vibe. They'll send you to this Pima maps here. They don't make it, it's a little bit more convoluted than some other ones, but it's not too bad. This will show you sort of the rough outline of it. And so what we see here is we see just a sideways T. And so in this specific county, they have this oblique aerial photos. So you can actually click that. And it looks like they take photos of like aerial photos of it. And we can see here, this is that T section. And then if we come up here, we can just like highlight all these for whatever reason. This is how it goes here. And you can see here that basically what we're looking at here, oh dear. Let's zoom in a little. I'll zoom out a little bit. So this is the parcel that is the $20 lien. So it's the street, which is pretty crazy. You can see all these subdivision of all these parcels. These are all unique parcels. So something like this is pretty complicated. You're probably not going to be able to flip it. Now, if there was, and I think I read an article about this a couple of years ago, where it was like an HOA neighborhood and someone actually bought the road that, like, it was really nice houses and someone bought the road in the cul-de-sac and it like caused an uproar because legally, if you own that, people have to like trespass on your property. And so I don't know what the issue was with that. All that to say that if this could be something, if these were houses and you wanted to kind of get a little cheeky, you could do that. But something like this, you probably couldn't sell, even though it's $20. You could say you own a piece of the road if you wanted to, but like you're not really getting a whole lot if you buy that. So it's not really worth it pursuing that one. And let's do another example here. Let's go a little further. So it's a little more than $20.
So remember, this is like a treasure hunting expedition as far as these properties. These are available right now. You can buy these liens. And what's crazy is if you were to buy, even 20 of them at $20 a piece, you're going to end up with probably at least 2 properties. So you're going to end up owning property for like under $400 if you do this. But the thing is you have to do some hunting as far as looking around. Now, we want to show you stuff that could be good or could be bad. So this is the hands-on approach that we're trying to take here. And we are going to do some Breaking Bad right now, it looks like. So
yeah. So this is one of these is ours, and you would just want to make sure you get the parcel ID ends in 0280, 029002. This one. Yeah, so it's this one right here. So something like this, you could buy it.
So let's zoom out.
Yeah, we're zooming out. So it's just not really a great spot. There's not a lot around it. And so we're looking for stuff that's in like a town, and or if you want to own the side of a mountain, like I say a lot, then you can, but just be prepared that you won't be able to sell it probably for a while until the zombie apocalypse happens, and then maybe you'll be able to get some money for it. But
yeah, this is straight up like desert land.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know, maybe you could pass it on to your kids, and then in 100 years, it could be worth a lot of money. But to just kind of give you an example, like these are available right now. And this is what you do as a tax lien and deed investor is you just start going through this stuff, seeing what piques your interest, seeing what was overlooked, and then you just go buy it. Like one of our guys found a $9 million property that he bought the lien on for $300,000. Like, you know, you're going to find gems in this, and this is an unconventional way of getting into real estate. And this is the process. You start looking around, and then you make a bid.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one's a little, we got a little bit of civilization around it. Let's see, what are we at here?
Where are we at as far as the lien amount and stuff?
This one is worth 194, 14K. So I kind of bounce around. So, and then this one is like what are we at here? 80460. 804. So it's this one here. So, you know, you kind of got a parcel of land here right off this West Saddle Club Road here. Again, we're not looking, it's not highly populated. We're still kind of
sparse, but the county has it assessed at how much?
140.
So the county has it assessed at 140. And then from there, the lien amount is what?
15. But you probably wouldn't be able to sell this quickly. So that would be just something to consider. It's not that it could be a great deal, but it just, you know, these are things to be mindful of. Is maybe you could flip it quickly, but you would want to check the area to see if stuff might not have sold here in like 5 years, or an investor might come in tomorrow and buy it. So it's really hard to gauge stuff that's in this far in the middle of nowhere. But it doesn't mean it's not a good deal. It just means you have to go in with all your numbers and go in with the expectation of what could and may or may not happen. So something to consider.
So something like this, I know a lot of you guys watching, you might be on a much smaller budget, especially as you're going through like the super cheap liens, like Corey on the screen there was a whole bunch for like $18, right?
Yeah.
Now, a lot of these might be junk in the middle of nowhere, which you know, even if you got it for $18, there might not be a lot you can do with it. Yeah. However, you know, the fact of the matter is that they are here, and kind of a point of the danger that you want to avoid is just stuff that, you know, don't get, you know, diamond eyes at the cheap price. We need to look and figure out the exit strategy that, you know, that's going to be happening for this. So yeah, we just wanted to take a couple minutes and give you guys an example of some stuff that could be a little bit good and then some stuff to avoid. But these are liens that are literally available right now that you guys should go from this video, and then from there, start checking them out, right? Get into this game. Now, we do help you get started with this thing. We have the Tax Lien and Deed directory here that we give away for everybody. So we went and put all of the Tax Lien and Deed counties in one book, so you can just go through that and get started. We have a totally free mini course. We took it, we put it on demand. These used to be DVDs, but now they are on demand. You could get a deal in 30 days or less. We used to sell this stuff. Now it is 100% free. So there's a link below in the description. If you like this stuff, hit the thumbs up on the video. Ask us a question in the comments. We would love to hear from you. From there, we do work with a couple people every month if you're wanting maybe some one-on-one mentoring or some coaching and things like that. So that link is below in the description as well. Your big takeaway here is to take some action and get started in the game. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.